2025. I am back from my Florida trip. If you didn't see my last two vlogs, it was two Disney ones. I was in Florida with my family for the holidays and the New Year, so I'm back home. And now that means we're gonna get back into more reading, hopefully. It's much later from earlier when I was doing my reading. I'm reading A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in the Akatar series. I'm sure you guys have seen it everywhere, but I am enjoying it so far. I am on chapter 14, and I did love the second book, so I keep hearing that this one is like the best one. So we'll see how I am when I get to the midpoint. I don't even know if I'm in the midpoint just yet. It's 100 plus pages, but I don't think I'm even in the 50% mark yet, because look how thick she is. She is thick, honey. 3 C's, 5 C's. I don't know. I am also reading another book. It's romance. It is called Mixed Signals. I'll provide it here somewhere, by B.K. Borison. It's book number 3 in her Love Light Farm series. Love getting reading done during some like downtime, but not when I'm with my family in Florida, since, you know, it was a planned trip and I wanted to obviously spend as much time with them as I can as possible. But I was able to read here and there, you know, maybe like before bed. Fingers crossed that we'll get on the right track of things coming back to this platform. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next update. And this is your sign to pick up that book. I love that you're watching this video, but go pick up your book. Like right now. Don't mind this crazy mess behind me, but I figured during the vlog I can show you guys me fixing my book cart for like the 1001 time, because I do it a lot, so can never decide. And when it gets to this point, I'm like, yeah, it gotta be fixed. So I am just going to be fixing this cart, and I have my Audible book playing from my MacBook with AirPlay on my phone. So I'm gonna listen to my audiobook, which I'll leave here somewhere. It's Remarkably Bright Creatures. I'm absolutely loving it. I was I was listening to it in 2024 last month, so it's carrying over into 2025, which is perfectly fine. But I figured it would be good to incorporate listening to it while getting some stuff done. If you saw my 2025 bookish goals, one of my goals was to have more monthly and daily goals. So today's daily goal is to get to this cart. What I like to do is prioritize the books that I want to read for the month up here at the top. So I need to make my February hopeful list, which are books I hope to get to, and if I don't, it's not the end of the world. So February means Valentine's Day and all that lovey-dovey stuff. So I most likely will be reading like romance books, back-to-back romance books. I know that there's already one book on my Kindle called Cupid's Shot. It's part of a, like, it's like novellas. They're like 70 pages. They're really, really quick, easy reads. They're the books that you don't really have to read in order. You can read them as standalones. It's just encouraged to read them all together so you know who the characters are. So I have that on my Kindle that I'm going to read. Now, this is where it gets tricky because I just don't know what books I want to prioritize. Maybe this one, Business Casual by B.K. Borison. I'm still reading Mixed Signals from last year, so when I get in the mood to read that on my commute, that's the one that I gravitate towards if I don't hear my audiobook or listen to music. Sometimes I do get in that mood where I gotta listen to music. So this is book number 4 in that series. Hopefully I will get to it once I finish Mixed Signals, whenever I do. So that can go right there for now. Now, I don't know which one I want to read. Oh, actually I do. Ooh, maybe this one. This is Rebecca Yarros, The Last Letter. I keep seeing this more and more, actually. When I first heard about it, I only heard about this book from one person. So I'm glad it's getting the acknowledgement that, you know, it does deserve. So I'm going to put that right here because it's definitely a romance. I keep hearing that people cry with that book. We love books that make us cry. And then I think I will get to Abby Jimenez, Yours Truly. And this is technically book 2 of the Part of Your World series. I also hear that you can read this as a standalone. You don't need to read Part of Your World first. But when I was looking for this book in particular in a bookstore, I was told like you should read Part of Your World first. So that's why I did it. I realized I wasn't crazy about Part of Your World. I think that's just literally me. And I wish I read this one first. Oh, I even have the magnetic bookmark in here. This is You're My Lobster. So yeah, I knew this was romance, obviously. So we're gonna give this one a try, and everybody says they like this one so much more. My posture was probably crazy. I'm gonna put that there. This is not a romance book, I don't think. I've just had this for a really long time. This is one of those books that you have forever that you're never gonna get to. And this one, I really thought I was gonna get to this one in 2024. I did not. Those are the 2 books that, like, I'm sorry, I don't know when I'll get to you. But maybe I will put this one. This has like the sprayed edges. It's gorgeous. I really thought I would never like paperback with sprayed edges, but this was a gift. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's actually gorgeous. This is part of the If Love book 1 series. So I don't know how many books are actually in this series. There are If We Ever Meet Again, If the Sun Never Sets, If Love Had a Price, If We Were Perfect. Oh, she writes that you can read, this is book number 1. If the Sun Never Sets is duet book number 2. And then the next 2 are standalones. Interesting. Majority of these are thriller books because I was in a thriller mood, obviously, for spooky season. But that did not happen. I meant to read this one too, the Christmas Jigsaw Murders, but that didn't happen. I guess I'll save it for this Christmas. I need to finally start a Simone St. James book. Maybe I'll get to that one. You know, I get really tired of the same genres back to back, so I'm gonna need a break in between these romance books. And then I don't know what I want to listen to. I think Drew Barrymore's memoir was on my audiobook list for February, because I'm much better listening to memoirs than fiction books. But I am enjoying Remarkably Bright Creatures. Hard maybe, yeah. Hard maybe. I have the Naturals series, which I've only read book 1. I really gotta continue it, but ACOTAR has taken over my life because of how thick the books are. And then Lisa Jewell's one of my favorite authors, so this is The Family Remains, which is book number 2 of The Family Upstairs that I did read, and I've been wanting to get to the second book since I finished it, and that was like 2 years ago. That's so bad. And then The Night She Disappeared, I hear, like, is one of her best books. It's a small stack, but we'll get there. Not crazy about the size difference. There we go. That's better. I like to also do it based on like the colors of the spines. So we'll see if I like this one. So now I'm gonna put them all away. I don't even know in what order, but they're just gonna go away. I kept the books that I want to get to, like, not specifically for February, but just top priority. So those are all of that. I have all of my thrillers here in the second middle row, all of my thriller books, and then some miscellaneous ones. And then you can't see it, but there's always room in the back of your book cart, okay? There's always room behind the books for more. I had to teach myself that when I first got it. I'm like, wait, I can just put them sideways. It doesn't have to be displayed. They just gotta be put away. Or depending on the book, if you want it displayed or not. So I just have like miscellaneous or holiday books back there. And then the last row, I put all of my series that I know are obviously going to be displayed together. So it's either going to be kept here or moved to my other shelf. I don't really think I have to update the shelf that I have over there just yet. But who knows, you know, I updated this so many times. I'm sure I'll update that one just as much. So I just have my Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have the first book in the Inheritance games. So if I want to add more to that, it's the same author. I have the Butcher and Blackbird book, which is part 1. Number 2 is called Leather and Lark. So if I like that one, I will get to it. And then I have Lisa Jules' The Family Upstairs and The Family Remains, which is book number 2 that I have to get to. And I couldn't leave Lisa Jules' The Night She Disappeared alone because I have like OCD and I need to put everything that matches with authors together. Obviously, it just makes sense, you know. And then while I was cleaning, I found my money binder that if you have any cash you would like to put in a savings, I recommend getting you one of those. I've had this for a really long time and I gotta get back into that, as well as my money budget journal. It has like templates that you can put for what you spend in a month, what you don't realize is coming out of your account, your debt, savings goals, stuff like that. So I did start it for this month, and I would like to start saving, you know, in my savings that I already have, as well as my money binder. I think that would be like something cool to get back into. And then I found my reading journal. This is the one that I mentioned in my goals video. I have a lot of blank templates left that I want to get back into. I put the title, the author, the format of the book, if it's library book or borrowed. I usually just write it's mine, you know. The publisher, page count, there's this box here for your review. Sometimes I just like to keep it in the box or write in a notebook if I have more thoughts. You can put your start and finish date, the genre, why you chose this book to read, you would recommend it to who, a favorite quote, and like they have these little hearts that you can fill out as like heart ratings rather than star ratings. So this is cute. I did use this. It's already up to page 19, so I've used it quite frequently when I would write my book reviews on my blog. So like I said, I want to get back into that too. So it's cool to see it, like looking back on it, and I would pick the colors of the pen based on the cover of the book so it matched. But you know, sometimes we just don't have time for that, or I just lost all the pens, so gotta get that. And I have more tabs because I like to tab my favorite quotes now in books. It's taking me so long to start that. I have this Chilton designed Gilmore Girls. I guess it's a makeup bag because it's from Ulta, but I use it for other things besides makeup. I got it for book stuff. So it has all my bookmarks in here that I like using. More tabs. So I just like to store bookmarks in there. Oh, this is the bookmark that I got from Books A Million when I was in Florida. It says professional bookworm, and it has a little worm. How cute. And then on the back it says types of readers. So I'm definitely the book collector, if that wasn't obvious enough. So I'm gonna put that away. More tabs. And speaking of Gilmore Girls, I also bought the magnetic bookmarks. So you have Luke's, you have the no cell phones sign, life's short, talk fast, and the iconic Dragonfly Inn. I don't prefer magnetic bookmarks. I really do like collecting like these, but they are nice to have, and it doesn't like fall out, so it's pretty cool. And then I got these when I was in Florida at a small vendor market. It was really, really nice. The first one's Winnie the Pooh, and then the second one is Disney princesses. Like they have their own ears on. How cute is that? So this is from Felt Cute Creations. Check them out on Instagram and support, because they are the girliest, cutest. Like, they have more than book stuff that I've ever seen. And then with my book gift that I got, because I got it as like a blind date with the book gift, I got stickers. So I usually keep them here or on my laptop, or if I ever upgrade my Kindle, I want to do like the whole clear case thing. So it's just a bunch of holiday stickers and bookish stickers that I won't get into right now. And I also got a highlighter in that little blind book deal. I don't highlight my books. This is more for like, I'm going to use it more for note taking. Maybe one day I will become an upgraded annotator, but I just don't have the heart to write in my books just yet. That's just me. So, and if you can see that I kind of cleaned around here as well. But that's pretty much my updated book cart for the millionth time. And I hope you enjoyed watching. So subscribe if you want more bookish content and other types of vlogs that I'm trying to do. As always, I'm way more active on Instagram, so that will be provided in the link below, as well as my Goodreads if you want to follow me with what I'm reading in real time. So feel free to check me out there, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.